let's get right down into the nitty gritty of MSI. Now, guys, this has been a crazy week in general for the entire space. But man, we're going to be talking about MSI, my thoughts on where we have reached, where we are right now, and what is about to happen this week, specifically what's going to be going down tomorrow. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Jazz Royce. Now, before we begin, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, like, comment, share, the whole 9 yards. All right, let's skip that. Let's get right to what's important, man. MSI, okay? First things first, let's get into what's going on. Tomorrow, Pablo told us this weekend that we have an AMA with Mario Nawfal. Now, for those that don't know, let's go take a little quick deep dive, okay? Check this out. 1.6 million active followers, okay? You understand me? And actually, just last week, he had 1.5 million. So go figure. He's up close to another 100K in followers just in the last week, okay? This is a guy that even Elon himself follows and retweets this guy, okay? This is not no regular influencer. This ain't even of the lower echelon. None of that. This is the real deal, Holyfield meat and potatoes, okay? Now let's circle back to the chart. Here we are. We've been sitting and fighting hard to keep a good stability anywhere between above that 6 million mark, close to that 8 million back and forth. We've been kind of sitting sideways between there, of course, with an all-time high of roughly 25 million, which we actually hit just last weekend. And since then, the entire space took a humongous turn. You see over here, the index is in extreme fear. But however, for a meme that's only a month old, 1 month old, how is it still alive? How is it still holding strong? How is the community not only continuously championing this project, but the Telegram is actively increasing in members? How is it that our holders are constantly going up? Look at where we are, guys. I think we just broke 2,000 holders last week's video. Today, we're over 2,200 holders, okay? Get some understanding about what's going on. I see a lot of fools, and I'm going to be honest, y'all some fools if you guys are getting out of your entire bag at this type of dip because you did not do your research on the project. Why do I say that? I'm going to tell you why. Because if you did do your research, actively do your research, if you actively are in the VCs, if you're actively in the Telegram, and if you're too lazy for all of that, if you're actively in the X account, man, you will see that Pablo has been working nonstop in this project. Now, me, for example, I've been rolling with Pablo for, well, about 2 years, following his plays and moves, right? Me championing this project like I am, if I thought that this wasn't going to have anything to work with, that would put me at a personal brand risk myself. And as you guys know, this is my bread and butter right here, right? We are fully in the space, right? That's how we live in. So, guys, and then look at how I have it zoomed out, right? We got the big screen out, man, super ultra wide monitor. Look at where we are. This run that everybody thought was a peak, this wasn't anything. Let me listen, because I got to put some perspective. Now, all my OGs that are listening, I love you guys, man. You guys are like me, you know, fed up with all that, all the people not being educated on what they're actually holding, right? Because of their own ignorance, right? Well, I'm going to show you guys in big perspective. This is just where we would be at when we start to climb. Let me show where we get to if we start to go and break this here zero, right? So for us to get up to the 4-0 territory, that's right here, okay? This is the lining right here. Look at where we are, guys. Look at where we are. And even when we break that zero, this project is still in its early beginning phase. You see this all-time high run that we had from initial launch price right here. This is all we've seen. This is the only, if you call this a run, then you're probably in the wrong territory, right? If this is what you consider a run, you got a lot of learning to do, my friend. I'm not even going to lie to you, okay? So now let's see what happens when we go, and the one that we all waiting for, myself included, to see is when we get up to 3 zeros. You see, when we get to 3 zeros, that's when the party really gets started, all right? And when you see where we are compared to there, we're hardly at squat. Okay, we are just now starting to gain some life in us. What do you think is going to happen post Mario Nawfal AMA? The exact AMA that even Da Vinci himself, Da Vinci Jeremy, the man that found BTC at $1. Even he is excited, pointing out how there will be some major alphas there. Who is going to want to miss this? And if you think I'm BSing, well, don't listen to me. Let's go straight to the horse's mouth, all right? Listen to this. Hey, Pablo Crow, this is to remind you about your space next week on Tuesday, August the 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern, a spotlight on Mario's AMA, okay? So right over there, this is not no rumor. This is nothing. This is legitimately happening, okay? This is no games to be played. And I don't feel bad for the people that honestly are just uneducated, because that's their fault, bro. They ain't my fault. That's not your fault. That's none of our faults. Listen, I've been in this since the pre-sale, okay? I've been in it since the pre-sale. And I can't fathom exiting my full position unless, God forbid, a terrible emergency occurs where I have no choice, and I'm being transparent. But if we keep going and moving as we are, man, listen, fall back. Take some days off from the charts if you need to. If you got to keep hounding and watching this, then why are you in memes to begin with? Because every other meme is a bloodbath. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've seen memes that were supposed to launch the same time as MSI. They still making up excuses why they can't launch yet. MSI made up no excuse. We crashed on the 3rd, the day that we launched. How do we still manage to hold traction and keep rising up? How are we still managing to hold over 2,000 holders? How even on our red days, the ratio of buying still outweighs the amount of sales that we see on an everyday basis, right? I need you guys to really understand what we are holding here. I need you guys to point out the 24-hour volume in just DeFi at over 250,000. What new project with these connections, these exchange listings, 30K buybacks every week, plus an additional 12K buyback yesterday just for the hell of it because we were in the dip? I don't know what dev you know that's doing that. If you know, please let me know, because I am very open to continue building to financial freedom, right? But let me tell you something though. I bet you none of them got nothing on what Pablo Crow was doing with MSI, because this is a person that I actually known. A person that actually had my back. This is me talking from personal understanding. This is the first time I can talk about a developer that I have personal understandings with, right? At least compared to most people in the space, that a lot of these devs, they're hidden from the internet with their identity, or they're hiding behind the computer screen where all you can see is just whatever their people are assigned to say to the public. I'm telling you guys, this game runs deep, okay? For me to come out and talk like this is because I'm fed up with this BS, all right? This project is doing incredible compared to any other project that has launched the same time as this. In fact, I guarantee that the ones that probably launched the same time as this are probably dead by now. And the people that have been trying to jump out of fear and jump into the next meme coin and they're losing their money within less than 40 hours, they're fools, man. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for you. Sucks. Ha. Better luck next time when we're sitting up higher. That's my attitude right now, guys. So if you guys want to know, well, what does Jazz think about all of this? Well, there you go. The full on truth. This is me talking off the top of my head, and my goodness, it feels good to get that off my chest. With that being said, folks, let's see what goes on with MSI in this coming week. I have a feeling that things are going to be looking good, okay? Now, with that being said, I'll catch you guys at the top.